come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else, let me like you do. That's why I don't mind to spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, but don't you understand? Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me really good feeling all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
I would never find another lover sweeter than you, sweeter than you. And I would never find another lover more precious than you, more precious than you. The girl you are. Close to me, you like my mother. Close to me, you like my father. Close to me, you like my sister. Close to me, you like my brother. You are the only one. You're my everything. And for you, the song I sing. All my life, I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. All my life, I pray for someone like you. And I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you do love me too. I said you're all that I'm thinking of, baby. Said I promised to never fall in love with a stranger. You're all I'm thinking of. I praise the Lord above for sending me love. I cherish every hug. I really love you so much. Baby, baby, pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. All my life, I pray for someone like you. And I hope that you feel the same way too. Oh, yeah. All right. It's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Oh, yeah. Nobody ever made me feel this way. Oh, you kiss my lips and then you take my breath away. So I wanna know what turns you on. Yeah, I like to know so I can be all and more. I like to know. What makes you cry. So I can be the one who always make you smile. Girl, he never understood what you were worth. No. And he never took the time to make it work. Deserve more love than no. Girl, baby, I'm the kind of man who shows concern. Yes, I do. Any way that I can please you, let me learn. So I wanna know what turns you on. I wanna know so I can be all and more. I like to know what makes you cry. So make you smile, baby. Now any other day I would play it cool, but I can't now, cause I want you. See, I'm hooked on how you text your style. and I wanna talk for a little while. I never really seen your type, but I must admit that I kinda like. So maybe if you have the time, we can talk about you being mine. Would you be my sweet love for? I'll be there. Just call and receive me. Would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? Oh, when you need me, just call me, baby. Now on the regular, I won't waste time, but I don't want to, cause you're so damn fine. And I heard that you were taken, that I'll have to stop you from making late night phone calls on the telephone about your fantasies. Now to get it on when you need me, I will be there for you, my sweet lady. Would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? I'll be there when you need me. Just call and receive me, my sweet lady. Would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? I'll be there, baby. Just call me, my sweet lady.
Can y'all really feel me? Feel us. East Coast, feel me. Feel us. West Coast, feel me. Say what? Dirty South. Here we go. Can y'all really feel me? Baby girl. East Coast, feel me. West Coast, feel me. Can you feel us? Dirty South. Dirty, dirty. Can y'all really feel me? Feel it. East Coast, feel me. Say what? West Coast, feel me. Dirty South. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Can y'all really feel me? I got to pick it. East Coast, feel me. West Coast, feel me.
Boy, I've been watching you like the hawk in the sky that fly, but you are my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gon' hook it up, probably talk on the phone, but see, I don't know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't tell it, but if I let you know, you get to know I'm talking about nobody. Are you responsible? Boy, I gotta watch my body, 'cause I'm not just saying it right. This is my goal, we see your goal. Sometimes I'm dirty girl, right now I'm not enough. Say yes, I say no. That's how it is sometimes.
just one of them jams you wanna just lay back and just kick it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't hear me though. Peep this.
Every man wants a woman where him and her can just go hang. Just the two of them alone, kick back, doing their own thing. And every man wants a woman that can always keep him in the mood. And I'm that kind of girl, so this is what I tell my dude. I tell him to kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Oh, baby. Down to the escape, we just kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. I tell him to kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Oh, down to the escape, we just kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. So was I. Here I am, and there you are. Your eyes are calling me to your heart. All you gotta do is knock, and I'll let you in. Then we will feel the passion that flows within. I don't mean to be bold, but I gotta let you know I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. There's nothing I have for you. It'll never change. My age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. There's nothing I have for you.
See them looking at you, all of them wishing they could have you. And there's another factor, a bunch of them itching for you to scratch them. I'm trying to hide them with me. I'm trying to come with the rain. And I'm gonna make it known, 'cause I want them to know. You're my lady, yeah. You're my lady. Oh, you're my lady. My divine, my divine lady. You're my single baby, my daughter, baby. Swear you talk to the town, and everybody wants to know what's going down. Babe, I thought I've seen this before. Maybe at the liquor store, maybe at the health food stand. They don't know that I'm your man. You're mine, you're mine. You're my lady. Oh, my divine, my divine.
Got me tipsy, tipsy of the Remy. Your love tasty, baby. You're sending me crazy, crazy. Can I be a lady? I love the things you say to me. I like it when you're talking dirty. Can we get kinky tonight? Got so many things on my mind. Never seen a guy so fine. I like it when you do me, do me. Can we get kinky tonight? Got so many things on my mind. Lonely mother.
Slow down, nigga, you're killing it. Who filling them with octane? Got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word the mother, brother miss him. I seen it when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shake. The high guy in 850 eyes, smoke tint, rap terror, full chrome and terror. Street five by the rivers, the diffs is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To whom it may concern, Junior Mafia's the click. Act up, I have my honey's total bust of shit.
In the middle of the day now, baby, I seem to think of only you. Oh, yeah. Never thinking for a moment, baby, that you've been thinking of me too. Yeah. So I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away.
That's right.
Oh, can't you see you and me were meant to be your baby? And there's nothing left to say. Can't you see what you do to me? I know what meant to be. You and me, oh baby, can't you see what you do to me? I know what meant to be. You and
What's up, man? What's up, Mr. 2-1 Joe?
What it do, baby? What it do?
Hey, it's Monday, man. And I know a lot of people been like, Jason, we ain't been catching your show. What you been doing? I'm like, we've been over here working, man. Life be lifing, the
That's right.
businesses be growing. I had surgery. I was down for a couple weeks. I'm not 100%, but I'm back up to where I can move around and do some things. So how you been, man? How was your weekend? I know you were doing some things, but how'd it go?
Oh, this my first show of this year in my new crib, so that's why I ain't got my background and stuff up yet. I was trying to get it all
Yeah,
together, man. I was moving all weekend, so I'm just blessed, man. Have another day to get at it.
no problem, no problem. Hey, the thing that I always say, you just start with what you got. You ain't got to be fancy in the beginning. You ain't got to be none of that. But I know how we hold ourselves to a standard over here, so I get it. I get it. But man, let's talk about some of the craziness going on in this world today.
No, man, don't start, man.
You know I am. You know I got videos. Man, I'm going on so hard. It's crazy. Hey, but one I do want to talk about off the muscle, y'all, is hey, did you see the meme where the girl took a picture of herself because she got a divorce from the husband and then gave him custody of the kids? And in her post, she said, I came in this relationship without kids and I'm leaving without kids.
Wow, wow.
And told his mom to be quiet because she came in without kids. She came in without kids. She's leaving without kids. Take your damn kids. I was like, what world are we living in? We
Yeah,
just continue to get worse, bro. We
man.
continue to get
I mean,
worse.
David, just think about somebody's mom giving up on them or not being giving them away. Now, I came up in a generation I had a dad, so I'm a little different than some of my friends that didn't have a dad. But
Right.
we all had a mom. You know what I mean? That's what you couldn't say at school. You couldn't talk about my mama. We finna get into it. The first thing the teacher, the principal say is he don't know your mama. And just to think that a mother would give them up, I mean, it's the right thing to do if she's not going to take care of them. I'll say that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because kids do need nurturing. But to think of a mother saying, huh, take your kids?
Right.
Wow.
Hey, that was the shock. I saw that. I said, man, we are headed to a downward spiral
I told you. I
in
told you we
America.
going to hell in a handbasket.
Man, I, I was sitting back. I heard about putting your kid up for adoption, but she literally told the courts when I looked into it and I read up on her reports. She basically told him, "I don't want the kids. He can have them. He can have the responsibility." And she told him that she's not paying no child support. So is she gonna get drugged for being a deadbeat mom?
No,
Probably
she
not.
no no no. She gonna pay child support. If she said that to the judge, her ass gonna pay child support. You can believe that.
I mean, I get it, but she falls in that category. If this was a man, the internet would have blew up about it.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. You know the standards are so different, but it's just because we are supposed to lead and take care of our families, and women
Absolutely.
are supposed to make a home out of whatever you get. You know what I
But can I?
mean?
But can I say something though? So we live in this world now, though, where in a world now though where so many men rely on the women to take care of them, and we talk about this all the time, and I've been showing this to people. Like, I got friends, bro, I don't think they ever had a job, and when I was single, I used to always be like, how these niggas keep getting these girls to take care of them, and here I am busting my ass, running around, working a job, doing my business, putting money, paying bills, and I can't keep somebody. But you niggas always seem to have a girl somewhere to take care of you. And all you do is wake up, roll over, scratch your ass, and smoke a blunt.
Well, here's the thing, though. Now, here's the thing. I agree. I got a couple of partners like that, and I asked my dad about it a long time ago, and he said, "Boy, you get what you attract."
Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly?
That means if you want to play hoes, you're gonna be around bras that fuck with players. If you are a corporate man, you're gonna run into people that's corporate. Now, the difference between being a player and somebody in corporate is the person that's trying to work their way through corporate don't have time to play. They don't have time to waste money and all that. They value all their time. The player, on the other hand, he always at the club. He always out buying drinks. He always at IHOP.
Right.
That's the difference.
I get it. I mean, I understand it to it. I think I understand it, but that was always so baffling to me because I'm like, man, these motherfuckers can wake up tomorrow, get put out of one girl house, and be in somebody else's house tomorrow,
Yep.
as if
Eat,
they didn't miss a beat.
eating like they eating noodles. Got a whole ovaries and everything out of there and gone.
Right? Yeah, I'm through with you on that one, bro.
No, well, you asked. You know what I mean? You
I'm
know
through
you
with you.
can't ask me because I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna tell it like it ti is, baby.
Right, right. But so we had, and the reason I brought that conversation up because we were talking about it, and I was just like, me and a group of guys, because I was on another talk show, and they were telling me, and they were like, Jason, how would you feel about that? I was like, as a dad, I would just take my kids and be like, whatever, do what you gonna do. Especially if you wasn't really, because somebody like that, you gotta assume that they wasn't really providing or helping in the
No,
situation they were in.
no. It's not that she wasn't providing or helping. She was doing exactly what he wanted her to do, but something happened. It was something happened. He might have lost his job and had to take two jobs to cover the one job. Something happened like that drastic for her to say, "No, fuck this. It's too hard."
But why do but then answer this question. Why does that happen in a relationship? My theory is that, and I don't know it all. I'm just saying what I think. So please don't come after me. Uh, my thing in a relationship is this. In these modern day relationships, these people do not get to be friends first. So they don't know each other. It comes from a situation where I met this girl in the club. We go to her house. We do what we do. We fuck. We go on a couple of dates, but we don't really like being around each other. What happens in relationships as you grow together, you got to talk to each other and you got to be a part of each other. And a lot of these people, I'm telling y'all, it's like this week, I've been a counselor for 7 relationships. I told them I'm about to start charging y'all $250 an hour every time you call me because when I turn around and the one question I ask is, are y'all friends? Do y'all like each other? And most of the time, the answer is no. You married somebody you didn't even like. So when the kids graduated and moved away, now you stuck in the house looking at each other stupid because now it ain't no middle person to distract you, right?
Well, it's not a middle person. The responsibility is gone. Y'all have seized that. They grown. Y'all done raised them. They out of the nest. So now you got to sit home with somebody that you didn't like. But the thing about it is, you liked them enough to put babies in them. See, I understand exactly what you're
That doesn't
saying.
necessarily mean you like them,
No,
Top.
no, hold on. Let me finish.
It's a lot of
Because
ugly girls walking around here with
now
babies.
hold on. We all know from the time you 13 years old, you know you're supposed to wear rubber when you fucking.
Only if you educated that way.
No, no. Everybody know this today in this time. All these diseases and all this shit. Everybody know you supposed to be strapped up. Now, if you take that strap off, that's your girl. But it comes in it's a process. Getting to know each other is a process. When you get the pussy the first night after the club, ain't no you didn't kill the process. Cause
That's
every
what, but that's most of the time when it happens, Top. That's most of the time when you see these guys and they be like, "This my girl." It's because they met her, they something happened, they had sex, and now it's my girl. They didn't have a conversation. They didn't go out on a couple of dates. They didn't do none of that. That's the exact thing that happens. So when what happens is when that newness wears off, and that's what I call it, that newness. When that wears off, no matter how long you stay together, you start realizing, like, man, I don't even talk to this nigga. When you start coming home to your house and you have to take that deep sigh of like before you open that door, like, damn, I gotta see this nigga's face again. You gotta correct that, bro. Or you come in, or if you do what men do, there was a video about a woman who got mad because she was sitting in the house waiting on her boyfriend to come home, and this nigga fell asleep in the car. He was in the car for an hour, just trying to prepare his mind to come in the house because he knew that it was going to be a bunch of fussing and nagging. She came out to the car and did not get the hint when he kept saying, "No, go back in the house. No, don't get in the car with me." So when she tried to get in the car, he locked the door. She went off and started trying to break his windows.
hey,
Those are two people. I don't like you. Get the hint. We're not friends. I might have started off liking you, but as we grew together, I realized I really don't.
well, these domestic relationships that we see in our communities, like the ones you're talking about, those are the ones that are not anointed by God. That's man doing what he want to do. See, if we take the time just to be men and go hunting, go on a hunt for the hunter, for the huntess,
Yeah,
then see they fall off. You start you gauge it what you really want, what really attracts you. And sex, you're gonna get sex from all of them. So that's not what you're supposed to be paying attention to. The sex part is natural. It's the other part. Is this my friend? Do we have anything in common? Do she like comedy like I like comedy? Do she like movie or books? I don't like movies and books. I like fishing and hunting. What where are we at?
but
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah, and it's all right to be different. But what I'm saying is you have to make that connection because without that connection, you're going to end up like, oh boy, like I come home from work and before I go up in this house, I got to take an hour just to get my mind prepared for what I'm going to have to walk into. Because your home should be your peace. But because you didn't discuss none of this, because none of this was ever talked about, because you didn't see dudes don't even do dudes even take time out to go meet the girl's mom? Because I remember when I was growing up, I would be like, I want to meet your mom. And they'd be like, why? I'm like, because I want to see how you gonna be if we stay together. The mom is the direct effect of how you're gonna treat me or how you're gonna act. If your mom is cussing your daddy out, I already know what's coming down the line.
True that. True that. You have that's a very important aspect of it.
Yeah, just like I tell women, I tell daughters, my nieces, my nephews, hey, meet the dad. See how the dad acts. If they have a dad in their life, meet that dad because you're gonna see what he's gonna be like down the line.
No doubt. Because if you want to know what a child gonna grow up to be, look at who raised him.
Absolutely. But guys, thanks. That's just a part of our conversation. Y'all know how this show goes, but we gonna take this commercial break, and when I come back, man, I got a special guest in the house. Haven't talked to her in a while, but when I met her, man, she was doing some major things. We finally reconnected. Y'all gotta come watch her tonight, and then I'm gonna send y'all the link when we're done to catch me on her show on Wednesday. I'm so pumped and so excited. So, guys, we're gonna take this little break, but we still got more great conversation. Man, y'all just gotta stay tuned, man. And here we
Yeah,
go.
sir.
Before anything began between us, you were like my best friend. The one I used to run and talk to when me and my girl was having problems. You used to say it'll be okay, suggest little nice things I should do. And when I go home at night and lay my head down, all I seem to think about was you and how you make me wanna leave the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about her and you know the things that come along with you. You make me the one I'm with. Oh, baby, relationship with you. This is what you do. Think about her and you know the things that come along with you. You make me out.
Last night I saw you standing, and I started
All right, all right, all right. We are back. We are back, man. Man, we gonna get back into some more of them topics that y'all know I talk about. Y'all know I hit some stuff kind of deep. I got deeper topics as we go along in the show, but right now, man, I met this wonderful lady. Man, I think I was throwing hella shows back in 2009, 2011, and I was always running into her. And at that time, she was married to another person, friend of mine, and I was always running into them. We connected on a couple of things. I came to some of their events and supported. They came to mine and supported. And then I kind of, if you know me, I just jumped off into business development and buying homes and doing stuff like that. So I haven't seen her in a while. Then I started seeing her pop up on my Facebook. She just came out of nowhere, and her energy like attracts you to her. If you ever talk to her, if you ever seen her, man, I'm going to bring her up, man. Welcome to my show, Queen B.
Hey,
Hey, how are you
What's
doing,
happening? What's happening?
good. How are you? Hey,
man? So how you been? How you been?
good, good.
That's
Working. Yeah,
I
working.
see.
I try
Hey,
not to complain because you say you want a full plate. You know what I'm saying? You can't complain. You know what I'm saying?
hey, and if you
Complaining.
do, it don't matter because you're gonna still do the same thing tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. And I'd rather have more to eat than less to eat. I don't like to starve.
Right,
That
right.
part.
So
That
tell my audience who you are, what you've been doing, man. I just want to catch up with you because, man,
Yeah.
it's like,
So yeah, he met me with I used to work with Highway Black Sam. Yeah, we used to work together. We were married. We went our separate ways. Shit happens, but we definitely still we still cool. I'm actually interviewing Jay Rood from K104 next week, and I'm bringing him in as my co-host. And the reasoning being is because he brought me into the music scene. He named
okay,
me. He put me on. He showed me the game. So when we got divorced, I knew was the tension was gonna be on us because we was a power couple. We did like
exactly.
shows, we did like label. I mean, we did everything. So I knew like, okay, you are either gonna like cry and be upset, or you gonna use this to get on. Um,
Huh?
so
They're not back here with you?
so I knew like once I could get on, like I'm like, okay, I knew all the plugs because I met everybody. So after that, we kind of branched our separate ways, and I did my Real Life with Queen V show. I did the Real Life with Queen V show because I wanted it to be my show. I didn't want anybody to tell me what I could and cannot do. I could talk about whatever. I was the boss, and so I named it that way. So if anybody got on and felt any kind of way, it's my show. Don't you know the name? You know.
Hey, get off. That's what I
Um,
say. You can get off at any time.
at any time. And most of the time, I didn't even ask you to be here today.
Right.
Um, and then the show was cool. I started interviewing like all the artists. I started doing like all the artists. I start shout out to Money Man Rado. He brought me into Dallas for the
Yep.
Dallas BT Awards. And then shout out to DDMA. He brought me into kind of like the radio world. I started interviewing with Trey G from K104. He was my starters, and we became so cool that he was actually my date to the Dallas BT Awards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ran the interviews with me up there, so I'm rocking my way in. And then after that, like I started interviewing individual personalities. I did J. Cruz, I did
Yep.
Vita Loca, I did P Skills, I did Space Boy Fresh, I did Rick Hustle, and then after I started building everything, I started finding teammates that like look, we can really work and get some money. So shout out to Rick Hustle from K104. That's like my best friend though. He's the newest into the radio, been there for about a year.
Yeah.
So we've been working for like a year since he's been on the radio. Shout out to High Life. He's the one who kind of introduced us and was
Yep.
like, I want y'all to work together. And we're like, cool. And then me and Pete Skills, shout out to Pete Skills from 97 to 9 the Beat. Once I worked with him a couple of times, I'm like, hey, you want to be the co-host on my show? Because I
Right.
knew that I knew all these artists that I've been working with for 4 or 5 years, and they would love the chance to get with the radio, but it's hard. Like these motherfuckers don't want to text back. They leave you on red a couple of times. Like I had to work my way. We've been friends for all a year and a half, but in the beginning, I was the one left on red. Like, okay, so
Yeah.
you don't want to get no money. So I'm like, I'm annoying though. I do sales for a living, so you're gonna
Hey.
answer me.
And I love that. The thing about it is, I love that because when I first came to Dallas, I knew nobody.
Yeah,
I just so happened to get thrown into, hey, Jason, we got this club, but they're talking about they need a $500 bar guarantee. I think it was. Yeah, they were like a $500 bar guarantee. So that's how I got pulled in. And then as I started talking to the artists were giving me blank CDs, and I'm sitting up here like, man, where your cover? Like, what money did you put into yourself? What are
Right.
you investing in yourself? And
Man.
as you start talking to them about that, that's how Push was actually built. Because I was like, man, let me help them get their websites together
Yes.
and all of that. So when I started
Important.
you guys was because I was doing my rap explosions and I was bringing in A&R and I was bringing in the record labels and I was bringing in
Yes, I remember.
yeah, and I was bringing in the liquor sponsors and saying, hey, just get on here and perform, just get on here and do what you do, but forget the performance, come in and network
Hmm.
and talk to these people, and that's what
And
I
it's
always
so
like to push.
important.
Yep. And you guys, it's something that I know about her, and I was shocked when she first told me she used to sing opera. And I used to be like, what? Hold on.
Yeah, in 4 different languages.
And that was like the most, I think that's what always kept stayed in my mind every time I saw you. I'm like, this lady right here, she's all over the music scene, but she's not in the music scene. She just, you sung opera. How did that come about? Like, when did you start doing that?
I was 14 years old. I was wanting to sing. My dad was a pastor, my stepdad, and he was like, if you want to sing, you gotta, tell God that you're gonna use it for what you should use it for. Like, don't be, don't be talking about things you shouldn't talk about. So every night we would get on the floor and pray to God. And when I went into middle school, the lady was like, you can really sing, and I'm like, lady, what? And my dad came up there like, you're lying to her. We've been praying. Like, my dad's like, what is really happening? Like, and they trained me, and I'm talking about the first person in history to get a full ride to Weatherford College. Like, if you go there, my name's in the brick for opera, like in
Oh,
there.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I met Highway. When I met Highway, you get married, you fall in love, and Highway showed me the business side to it.
Yep.
Like,
Yes.
that's cool that you sing opera and everything, but when you get up here with these people and these people, what happens if you can't hustle? Da, 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 da. That's cute. That's cool, but we gonna go over here and get this money. I'm
Yeah.
gonna show you how to hustle. So
Hey,
I
that,
kind of left it behind. You're not behind, it's still there, but it's like now that I'm building my foundation and I can really put myself on. So
yeah.
anytime I want to sing, hey, I already built, hey, I'm here.
Hey, isn't that a good feeling though? I talked to my team because my brother, Mr. 214, he's a part of. When I built Nostalgic, it's kind of like I put Push to the side for because Push is running great. I have over 200 employees, so we're good over there.
Kinda dope.
When I started building Nostalgic, I brought in my brothers, my cousin, another family friend that we have. It only started with four of us. When we first launched Nostalgic Media, it was really just four shows on the air, four talk shows. Me, my brother, my cousin, and our good friend. No other shows. And now we're up to like 32 shows that run every
Shit,
night.
that's good.
And
And
that's just a
so
little over a year.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
that's
just a little bit over a year. We started in September 2024 is when we started.
shit. Okay,
And
and how did you get the people? Like, you just marketed?
uh, I did. We didn't. See, that's the crazy part. We didn't market. We hardly talked about it. We hardly put anything out. What happened was people started. I picked the right people to uh, talk. I brought in the right DJs because outside of the podcast, we have a radio station that we actually run as well. Then when I
Okay.
met, shout out to Madam Meek and rest in peace to Young Bleed. When I had been knowing them for years, based on what I was doing for Atlantic and Capitol Records. And when I met them, they had bought an FM license but didn't know what to do with it. So I said, "Hey, let me buy it from you, so that we can go FM without having to. I can compete now with the bigger radio stations."
Facts.
And as I brought the DJs in, I started getting
Smart.
DJs that were like, "Hey, just put my mix on your radio." Every Monday, I get over 20 to 30 mixes sent to me from DJs across the country that are like, "We just want to be a part of the station as it grows." I try to teach people, like you said, when Highway taught you the business, I try to teach my people the same way. I want to teach you the business. You can rap, great, sounds great, whatever.
Yes, that's how he was. Oh my God.
Learn the business to it.
Mhm,
Learn the steps behind it, what you have to do on your own.
mhm.
I'm big on saying exactly what you said. I built my foundation. There ain't nobody in Texas, nobody nowhere that can be like I put Jason on.
Facts. Facts.
Because most of the time I'm the person providing the put on.
Facts. Hello. Ding ding ding.
So
Like the
that's
plug. You're the glue.
And that's where a lot of things grow from. That's why I said I had to get you on, because when I was seeing your motivational, I'm like, man, I got to interview my girl because she's
Yeah.
now she's everywhere. Every time I look up,
Everywhere. Yes. Everywhere. Booked, 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 booked and busy. But I remember those days I used to sit there and I'd be like, I don't ever get to go anywhere, and I wonder when I'm gonna get booked, and I would like to get booked, and like now it's here, and I'm like, woo, slow down. Like I got
right?
flyers, and I make the flyers too. So it's like, okay, I used to make flyers. It was my hustle, and I loved it. And now it's like, if I make one more flyer, like
Yep,
but I do not want to use GPT chat. I think that is like like shortcutting me because I know I'm talented in making it, and I will not allow myself to go the short route and let GPT chat do it. I'm like, no,
yep.
I have to
Let
do
me.
my own
So
work.
let's talk about that, because that's one of the biggest things with me. I actually, because of what I do for business, I feel like all these people, because I'm seeing new
I
people.
hate it that they're
Right.
using them. That's so my assistant, she does it. It's like she's taking my flyer. I love her to death. Shout out to Cambria, but she's taking them and then she's taking them and she's putting them into GPT chat. And
Yep.
I'm like, no, because I make them. I feel like that's an insult to the people that sit down and really take the
Yep.
time out and like their
Yeah,
craft. You
yeah.
take time out on that. And you're taking these words and you're just putting it in the system and you're getting it done in 10 minutes and you're like, let's promote this.
Right.
No.
And I told some people that the other day. I said, people who really design, they hate the AI version because,
Facts.
like I just told you guys backstage, I started with Picasso. Didn't know what Photoshop was. And then I graduated to Photoshop, Illustrator, but it was from the hard work of learning how to do these things. And then
Facts.
it's not just learning how to do it. I also talk about the strategies, because a lot of times in people who design flyers for the music industry, they think that's a flyer that can go everywhere. So when I come to them and I say, hey, I got a gig, I'll go and hire a contract uh, graphic design guy just because I may have a lot of projects on the table and I need somebody to help me out. And then they'll come in and they'll design a flyer for a company and make it look like it's a club. And
Oh,
then
that's
when I
dope.
come back and say, hey, nah, I need you to design this like this, because these are the white people that pay us, and I'm not charging $150 for this flyer. This flyer is $500.
Hmm.
We need this to go like this and that. So when AI came out, I was like, so now everybody thinks they're a graphic designer because you can type in a couple words and this flyer's gonna come out. It looks cool, it looks right, but you know, I get on them because you don't understand the copyright issues behind it.
Hmm. Facts.
When you design it,
Oh.
like you said, when you design the original, if she takes that and throw it in the system, the AI says, I'm going to pull all these other pictures and pull this together. So now you're using other people's products, and that's where they're now creating laws for that.
Oh.
So it's gonna slow down, because now it's
That's
going to be
crazy.
laws behind the AI.
Now I think that AI is smart in the part where like you can be like, help me fix my credit, and you're not having to pay all these people to fix the credit. Like it tells you the exact
Right.
steps. So if you're smart, you can take the steps, fix your own credit, turn it into a business, and put yourself on, depending on how you move.
Yeah. Yeah. I show people that all the time, but a lot of people don't want to go and do it.
It takes
It
time.
comes
You
down.
gotta have.
Yeah. It comes down to people just don't want to do the work.
Shit, but it's like, do you have the money then, Miss? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Do you have the money? Because you're gonna pay these monthly payments. You need to make sure you do this for a long time, and then if you decide to fuck it up, do you know how to refix it? Like you're gonna have to be doing this all the time because do you have the financial mentality not to say that
Right.
now I have an $800 credit, I'm gonna go buy everything because you still got to pay the monthly payments to the stuff.
And that's what it comes down to, right? Because I talk about that a lot too. When I say just because I fix your credit doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. So while I'm fixing your credit, I'm giving you homework assignments to do, to say, hey, I need to get you
Yes,
financially, mentally ready. Because
yes.
I got her to an 850. She immediately ran out and got a Mercedes off the lot. Girl, you don't even got the job to afford that Mercedes. You
Okay, so
already burned.
is your credit high? Like for somebody to do this, is like they have to pay one time, or do they have to pay like $200 a month?
No, I just charge them a one time fee. I charge them a one time fee to help them go through it, but I also teach them how to go through it. And that one time fee, but I learned this from a friend of mine. He's been doing credit repair forever. He actually built his own software to help you do it. And he was only charging $1,000 flat fee.
Yeah.
And within 24 hours, he would have your credit up to whatever number you needed to get it to. And it stuck. And I seen him actually do it for a bunch of people. And it didn't change back. It didn't go back. They didn't come back on. but he was charging a one-time fee of $1,000. And that's where I got the story that I saw the woman get her score up to 850. The next day she ran out, showed and jumped and bought a Mercedes. No, nothing down, nothing. Rode off the lot. Only had the car for like
Why
two
she
months
didn't go
before
get
they
a
locked it.
house? Shit.
Because, like you said, it's the mentality up here.
Hmm.
If
I would
you're
have got me
come
a
from
house.
poverty, but a lot of people don't think like that. We talk, me and my brother, that's a big part of our shows. We talk about what people, we say the things that people don't want to say.
It's
We
a shit
talk
is
about
gonna
the
be.
things.
I wonder what the payment was. Was it like what was the pay? I wonder what her payment was because what
Uh,
you're gonna have to return it in 30, 40 days.
it was
And
gone. She didn't have it for 2 months, and her credit went all the way back down.
Well,
okay,
you
so when that happens, can they turn around and pay another $1,000 to shoot it right
Nope,
back up?
because it's not going to do that. Because what happens is you have to let that repossession hit your account.
Uh huh.
And what people don't know is when they repo your car, you're still responsible for that car until they sell it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so whenever if you ever had a car repoed, until they sell it or auction it off, you're still responsible. That's why if you'll have a collection on a repo collection on your car, but if they sell it off, whatever the difference is what that'll drop to. It'll change. So if they sold it for less than what they told you, sold it to you for, then they'll change it. It's not working. Nah, I think I had to wire up the wrong one. It'll
And then
turn.
can you? But as a credit person, you can make it go away without them having to pay it.
No, not until the car is sold. You can't. So she had to wait a couple months to come back because they have to sell the car in order for it to drop down. It won't go off no matter
And then
what
she
we do.
came back again.
Yep, and paid again. Hey, credit repair is the biggest hustle. If
Oh
you
my
do it
god, I
right,
know. I want to get on so bad. I've been trying. I talked to a lady yesterday, but she was like, "You had a down payment. It was like 384, but then every month I had to charge the customer $200 every month." I said, "Oh, this is not it, baby. They're
yeah,
not even gonna pay for nothing else that I sell.
yep,
That's a lot.
that
And this
is.
where we are in $200 a month.
And most of the time when they do that, you got to watch out because most of the time when they charge that monthly fee, the minute they stop paying it,
It's over with.
they come all the stuff that they took off goes right back on there.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
the
do you have a credit team, or you
yeah.
just do it yourself?
No, I have a credit team. I have a whole team that we sit back and we actually write the letters. We actually go through the process. We actually process it all the way through because one of the things that people don't understand about credit is your addresses are the key to that. Your old addresses are the key to your bad credit
You gotta
because
you gotta erase them at the system or something like that,
yeah,
right? I
you have to
started a
get them.
class, but the man was so ratchet, I just had to get out. But
damn.
he was showing me like he was trying to do the tutoring, but he
Yeah.
was on his cell phone and he was like, "Do y'all see it?" I'm like, bro, just get on Zoom.
Hey,
And he's
I
like, "I
hate
don't want
that.
to do." He's like, "I don't want to do that. I'm not techno. I'm not, I'm not a tech savvy." I'm like, "Bro,
Hey,
that's just the basics of it." Like, bro.
hey, I get on people right now because just to get on my show, I hate when people get on from their phones.
So we did. We're how old are we? Like we're in 2026. And you're walking around with these, like, bro.
Yeah,
Me too. And we got into it, and he got mad, and I said I don't want to do this anymore. And I'd already taken stuff off. We was already in there erasing addresses. We was at the address part. I'm still
yeah,
stuck there. I'm
yeah,
like, but I want to get my credit fixed. But you gotta, like you said, you gotta be careful. Them
yeah. You
people
have to,
is charging,
yeah, and
but
you'll
they're not
get
even
people.
fixing. Like,
You'll
or
get
some
people
aren't.
that they'll come and I tell people all the time, like, stop using Credit Karma. Stop looking at Credit Karma like it's God
Oh,
because it's not. And Credit Karma doesn't help you. It actually in Credit Karma, your go and pay for FICO is FICO.com. Pay for that site, and
well,
that's
I
the
want to
site.
talk to you after this because I need to sign up. Like,
Okay, that's the site that you actually use to fix your credit.
yeah, I
Literally.
need all this.
Because that FICO, when you pay for that site and you pay for it, you get all three of your credit reports. That's when we first start, and then I actually start walking you through how the letters are going to be written, what they're going to say. You were right. You can go to Chat
Yeah.
GPT and say it, but the thing about it is, Chat GPT isn't always right either
Mm,
because it's things that they tell you
uh-huh.
that if you do it, it's okay. So with your addresses, you have to make sure you've been away from those addresses for a certain period of time. From
Oh,
there, whatever bills are collected to that address, you have to make sure that either one, you're going to file that you didn't have anything to do with them, they're fraudulent, or two, you're in the process of paying them off, but you need to remove the address because you and and I do a lot of closed accounts. If it's over 10 years, we just put a letter in under a certain code that says, hey, we need this account closed. Once I get it closed, because what happens is when people don't know that when they sell your, people say they know this, but they really don't. When some if you owe me a debt and I go get a collection agency, say you owe me 2,500, they pay me 2,500 to buy that collection. Then they tax you on the repay back. That's why they come in and be like, well, what can you give us today? And we'll
oh,
close it. Because they'll say, well, you owe us $3,500, but if you pay us 2,500, we'll
right.
close it.
Oh,
Well, that is illegal. Collection agencies are actually illegal
oh,
because
so
once
y'all know the rules to get him to have to
yeah,
take that off.
yeah,
Okay,
because if you bought it from this person and you paid them, my debt's clear. They've been paid. But
facts.
you have to know the laws to say this in order for them to take it off.
Shit. So do you like hire like for your company, credit
Uh,
company, or is this just like in family thing?
no, no, I have a ton of people that don't work. I don't listen. None of my family work in none of my business, with the exception of my brother that you see on the screen right now.
Okay, okay, okay.
I do not hire
Me,
family. I do
yeah.
not. I learned that lesson in 2010.
Yeah, yeah, I got to talk to you. Yes, because I need to learn the game. And you, what do y'all train? Y'all like train? Like you
Yeah,
train at a
so
certain
we
point?
do a training course every 3 months. I think we do. We bring on new people every 3 months.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's not me that does it. I'll introduce you to Tom. He's the one that actually comes in to do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I got white people. I
That's
love
what
my
I
white
need.
people.
Yeah, yeah, you fucking right. Fuck you send Tom right over this way.
But y'all, we gonna take a commercial break, man. I see Larry back there looking all sad and stuff in the green room. We gonna bring him into some of this conversation because he ready to talk.
Yeah, sir.
The homies got at me, collab creations, bump like agony, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, a dog couldn't catch me ass out. Tell me who could stop with Dre making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet, giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies Blackstreet and Teddy, the original rough shakers.
Shutting it down, good lord. Baby got 'em open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much grounds, got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte, each and every day. True play away. I can't get her out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Wow. East side to the west side, pushing fat rides, it's no surprise. She got tricks in the stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, it's on when she's got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10, I wanna get in, can I get down so I can win? I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity, I got to bag it up. I be everything you want to make your girl say, ooh, ooh, why's he so fly? She tease me, but she wanna get freaky. You can get mad if you want to, say whatever you want, but she still gon' give it up. She likes it my way, my way. Can't satisfy me. She keeps running back to see me do it my way, my way. What I say, girl, I'm in control.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you, my friend. A helping hand you lend in my time of need. So I'm calling you now, just to make it through. What else can I do? Don't you hear my plea? Friends may come and friends may go, but you should know that I've got your back. It's automatic, so never hesitate to call. 'Cause I'm your sister and always for you. And don't know what I ever do without you from the beginning to the end. I've always been here right beside you, so I'll hold you on the spread through the good times and the bad ones. Whether I lose or if I win, I know one thing that never changes. I'm gonna keep it real. I am making.
All right, y'all. We are back. I got my man, Mr. 21 Joe, in the building.
Yeah.
And I got Queen B, the entrepreneur of the century, y'all. That's all I'm got to say. If you ain't never seen none of her motivational videos, I need y'all to start tuning in because half of the time I be trying to click off of it and you'll be like, well, you'll name so many things, especially on Thursday. I think you go through like 20 words before you say the word Thursday.
Yep, for
I
sure.
be, I be trying to keep up. I'm like, now what she say? Rewind this.
That's a good
But
thing.
yeah, but I like it though. It keeps your attention. It keeps you going. I'm like, yeah, she's up. She's moving. I don't know what she on, but I need that.
I think I might got a little ADHD.
But at the end of the day, I thank you for coming on. I
Yes.
thanks the conversation. I would love for you to tell everybody about what you got coming up, talk about your show, promote yourself. This is all your turn.
All right. Well, I got a lot of live interviews coming in with the radio personalities. This next week, we got me and Rick Hustle. We have somebody that booked us from Houston. He's coming in to interview. The following week, I got me and P Skills with one of Shindo. Shindo, she is a R&B artist. You can find these at YouTube at Real Life with Queen V 1175. And then you can also follow me on Facebook at Victoria George. And then on Instagram at Queen V underscore that's underscore me. And that's me.
Okay, man. And I can't wait till this Wednesday when I come on so
Yeah,
we can have some more of this great conversation. I thank
we
you
got
so
a lot
much.
to talk about.
We do a whole lot. I know.
Mm.
It's a lot. Hey, hey, what you say? I done grew up since then. I done grew up since
And for sure, and you, yeah, I need to hear all about this credit.
then. But no, we could talk about that online. You can always call me. I'm good with that on that part. We can talk about that before the show, so I can
Deal.
help you get started. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
All right.
Ready.
Well, thank you for joining us, and man, I hope you have a great night. I
You too.
really
You
do
too. Thank
appreciate
you
you
for
coming
having
on.
me. Uh huh.
You're
All right,
welcome.
Queen.
Bye. It was nice to meet you. Bye.
Yeah, Alpha.
Thank you, man. I told you I got some, man. I'm when I tell you she booked my show and I put the flyer out. When I tell y'all it took off, it was like everybody was excited to see that I had reconnected with her. It was pretty awesome. She is a go getter. When I say a go getter, she is a go getter. She's gonna work. She's like a Jamaican. If it's gonna whatever it's gonna do to get where she need to be, that's what we gonna do. But y'all, we gonna move around, move around. I got one more guest in the green room. He was looking kind of sad because he was left out of the conversation. But now I got my man. Y'all probably know him from the Big Fella Show, Mr. Big L Thompson. Welcome to Real Talk with Jayson Dixon in the house.
Man, what's good? What's good, brother? What's
Come on,
good?
man.
What's good, man?
Nothing. What's going on, man? How you been? How you
Man,
been? How you
copacetic,
been?
writing books, staying busy. Find me someone in my corner that's gonna keep me pushing and going. So I definitely got to keep going, man, and making some transitions in my life, but got to keep pushing forward, baby. You know how we do.
Yeah, that's always a good thing, man. So I brought you on because I we got to talk about this. So before we talk about it, let me get this video right. Let me get this video right before we talk about it. But no, go ahead and I want you to talk about this book. What made you want to write the book, and what was it mainly supposed to accomplish with you doing
So
that?
Well, it really just kind of an introduction on where I was, what I came through, and what happened after I got out of this. From playing professional basketball. Of course, for those who didn't know, did a couple of 10-day contracts and played in 9 countries. So from Canada to Australia, you pretty much name it, I done it. Um, and it got to a point where I hit them highs and lows after basketball, man. It was just from marriages and all other stuff, and that's kind of sail and gone. But the hell, man, I went all the way back to when I was a kid from New Orleans, Louisiana, and nothing made us move. It was just time, and I came out here at probably 14 years old, and we've been out here ever since, man. And just we've lost some things, had some house fires, and and in my book, I didn't go into deep conversation about it, but I definitely hit some points that hit home for me. And my business partner at the time, I think she's in the book. Her name is Janice Bill. She was like, you keep talking about it, make it a life story. Talk about it. Hell, I just sit down and talk about it, and we'll do it together. So she pushed me. She pushed me. So I was like, okay, the hell with it. Let's do it. And
Right.
it was coming out like that. And it ended up being a great read, man. And I encourage everybody. It's called Rebound for those who've never seen it. #1 on Amazon right now. So it's a great read. Let's talk about the game that I once played, the losses, how I came back from it, and to not doing business. From all the projects that I have coming up. Man, I'm looking forward to everybody to checking that thing out, man. It's a good read.
Awesome, man. I want to tell you something. So I've been trying to write my book since 2017. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
And seeing you do it, actually, since I've been down healing, I
Yeah.
actually just finished the book.
Oh, awesome. That's
I
good, man.
actually got all the chapters written out. I'm actually going back and writing the closing, ending, dedication. I'm doing all that now. But
Nice.
I actually was able, but the direction that I took wasn't how you kind of showed me something. You took a direction of, let me tell y'all my story.
Right. That
And
was
I
it.
wanted to do that based on my book, but as I started writing it, it turned into this isn't about me. This is going to be about motivating what I do best,
Right.
motivating helping other people.
Right.
So choices turned into that type of thing. As you were writing a book, how did you fight that? Because talking about yourself is hard. Talking
Yeah,
about your
it is.
story, telling your story, that's the hardest thing in the world. How did you overcome that as you were starting to get the book? Because that's a hard topic to talk about when someone says, "Tell me about you."
Man, you know what? And you know the hardest part about that, and you know, I always have to go back to just being a kid, man, because I was a quiet kid, dude. So me going out there and say, "Well, I'm finna tell my story," you know how hard that is hard because now
Yeah.
you got to tell about things that probably hit a little bit harder in your heart. You know, he's like, "Dang, I forgot all about that," and then it hit. And it's like, man, I lost, man, in a probably a 20-year span, we probably lost 6 or 7 houses doing the house, you know, from house fires and when we was in Louisiana, the house burned down the day before school. We were damn near homeless because all the houses burned down that we were living in. Just got school closed, all that stuff burned down. So to have to start back from that, man, it was a hard fight to even talk about.
Right.
So all the good, the bad, and the ugly, it was hard to kind of reflect. So I kind of want to kind of introduce this first book into the realm of you can still come out of it no matter how low and how in depth your life can really go, man. And I if sometimes I hit rock bottom, man. But it was people I had to start circling myself with the right people, man. And I'm still doing that today. I got to cut some people. I had to cut some people off, and I think we all need to justify that whether it's family or friends, man, we got to cut people who don't mean us no good, man. And I had to learn that to hell. I get to a point now and say, I'm wondering, should I even stay in Texas, man? I got to move around and go, recreate this whole new Larry because it might, just like you said earlier, you said I moved out of Texas. Why did you move out of Texas? Because there was more things in a different place to get you where you are.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
well, I'll tell you, like the biggest thing for me is because I transitioned from Nebraska to Texas,
Okay.
and the biggest reason why I did was work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as I transitioned from Nebraska to Texas, the work became less of an issue and the opportunities became more.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I left Texas, I did something that I never do. Normally, when I'm moving, I'm telling everybody I'm going to see everybody. All everybody knew, including my brother, my cousins, family, friends, all they knew was I was home one day
Yeah.
and the next day I had left and nobody knew where I was.
Yeah.
By the time people found out I had moved to Vegas, it was April of 2022, and I left Thanksgiving week, the week of Thanksgiving 2019.
You just packed and left, or you kind of gave everybody a heads up that you was leaving.
Nope, I didn't do any of that. I didn't say nothing. I said, "Hey, I'm about to go down, and I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to visit some people."
Yeah.
I packed. I didn't even bring a lot of clothes. My house, one of the house I lived in, my uncle lives in now. I still got clothes. I still got all. If you go there, it'll look like I still live there.
Wow. Yeah.
But when you have to make that change, and that's what I talk about in my book, when something happens, not bad all the time,
Right.
when you get fed up and it's time to make a change, sometimes you have to just be like, I'm done with everything
Right. Right. Right.
and start over. Because like you said, it's about rebuilding you, not what everybody else wants you to do.
Right.
Right?
Right. That's true. That's true, Doc. And I think that's where I am, man. With all the transition, I had to learn this, and I learned this in basketball: is you can't be afraid to change. Because I was literally going from when I say country to country, just to bounce this basketball. I might be in Switzerland tomorrow, and France the next, and then Australia the next. So
Hey,
it
that's how I know that life. When I came from Nebraska, I did go overseas. I played a few stints overseas, and
yeah,
I got lonely because everywhere I went, I didn't know the language.
yep,
I think me, you, and Rick talked about this before.
yep,
I didn't
yep,
know the language. I didn't. You only get a translator when you're on
yep.
the property, when you're in the gym. You don't get a translator that walks around with you every day. It was times I didn't even know what to eat because I was like, well, shit, you got anything like chicken?
Yeah.
Can I? That's all I
There was
knew.
chicken from everywhere I was. Yeah. I'm sorry. Look, you can't fail on chicken. I see it. I see it's roosting something over there that's walking. I need to chew that. But
So yeah, so I understand
chicken
it.
and
But
fish.
one thing that you said that I really love, especially when you talk about your book, is the fear factor, right?
Yeah, man.
A lot of people are scared to step out on what they don't know.
Sure.
As you started walking into this book, you're telling your story, you didn't. What fears did you have? Like, what do you even think about what would come back? I know when I told you I got 4 number one publishing authors on Amazon, and I
Mhm.
know one of the people, she had to overcome her fear because when she told the story, she talked about her relationship with her dad and
Mhm.
some of the things that happened, and her family went ballistic when they read that book. When I say
Mm.
they, but she had to tell her truth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, did you have any thoughts on that fear? Like, hey, I'm telling some stuff that somebody may read and be like, hey, bro, why are you talking about
Yeah. Honestly,
that?
and you know what? I don't think I went as in depth as I will like on the second book or the third book. Yeah, it's gonna get up because I'm now. This first book was really an introduction of where I came from to where I am today. But that second one, I'm gonna dissect these chapters and recreate a whole nother paradigm. Like it's gonna get a little deeper because I didn't go into depth on a lot of this stuff. So when I say
Oh,
loss, it might have been how I went, I hit rock bottom, but I came out. But it didn't, I didn't go into like in-depth conversations about the houses burning down, divorce, uh, my daughter going off to college and, me, I hate to put all my business out there, but being laid off because of COVID, getting divorced in the same month, all this stuff. Yeah, it hit. When I say it hit, it hit. So that by itself is a book in itself. So
yeah.
you know, again, it's an introduction to where it's going. But I wanted everybody to understand that hey, I'm here. And I got some more to tell. So
So, what do you think people should get out of reading your book? Like, in the end, when it's all said and done, what would you like for them to be able to say that was a good book and it helped me do what?
to not give up, man. To not give up because it don't matter how low in those trenches that you go, and no matter how low you think you can't come. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was times I literally said, God say He wouldn't put more on you than you can bear. I couldn't bear it, Doc. I got to a point where I couldn't bear. I was like, that's not true then, because there is no way as all this is happening at one time.
But
And
sometimes I gotta say this though. So because I kind of told y'all my story of what happened when I
yeah,
came down here. I was engaged. I went through all that, and she basically broke me. I'm
yeah,
talking about it couldn't have been no more broker.
right, right,
Trust me.
right,
I don't want to
right,
get into it, but nobody can tell me they got broke harder like this.
yeah.
And when I look back now,
Mm-hmm.
I look at it and I say, you know what, God, you were cleaning me up.
Ooh wee, that's
it
it.
wasn't it wasn't putting a bear on me because sometimes we make choices and decisions
Yeah,
that's not God approved. We'll say they are. We'll
yeah.
turn around and say, "Oh man, we God gave this person to me, and God blessed me." And God be up there. I just assume He's up there shaking His head like, "Not me.
I
Don't
ain't, do
put that
nothing-
on me, nigga."
I ain't had nothing to do with that. What you talking about? Yeah, that's real.
But
That's real.
But yeah, man, go ahead and tell them where they can go get the book. I'm gonna take a
Absolutely.
commercial break and play the commercial. When we
All right.
come back, I got some topics. So we're about to go into our little 30-minute before the show in,
All
and I
right.
got to get on these topics.
Yeah,
You want to break it
also.
down when we get back?
No, I want you. You can go ahead and tell them now.
All right, so you can find the book, of course, on Amazon. The link is there. Look up Rebound or Larry Thompson. It'll pull up Rebound. We have it on Kindle for $9.99. And the actual the soft copy is at $16.99 as well. So definitely a good read, man. Again, it is an introduction. And also you can, I'll always post it on TikTok, IG, and Facebook as well. So you can always click the link in my bio, and just make sure you guys follow. And definitely, man, stay tuned to that. It's going to be some bigger stuff coming on.
Go ahead and tell them what your Facebook and TikToks are.
All right, TikTok is Larry Thompson 808. On IG is 610 SIXTEN underscore big underscore L. And on Facebook is just Larry Thompson. So you guys and click the link in my bio, and the book is there. You can order it anytime.
All right, guys, we'll be back after this commercial. Enjoy.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If he be like, listen, I don't want you wearing that, take that off. What you doing?
I don't work currently. I don't work currently.
Does your man support you?
Yeah, he supports me.
Okay, he supports you. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If he be like, listen, I don't want you wearing that, take that off. What you doing?
Asking him why.
Okay, rent due. And you're like, hey, baby, can you pay this for me? And he asks you, why?
Well, he wouldn't ask me why because he already know when it's due.
Look at that. He wouldn't even ask you why because he already know when your rent is due. So he's being proactive to take care of you. Shouldn't you know to do your job just like he knows to do his job?
My body, my choice, what I want to put on.
It's his wallet, his choice.
And he chose.
Okay, it seems that his love is more genuine than yours.
Then that's okay.
If you watching this right now, brother,
Run.
So, what do y'all think about that?
What?
Well, right? It's her body. Like I can wear what I want to wear, right? But at the same time, the respect level is if you say if I'm doing my part and I'm playing my, and I think that's where I have a problem with these young women nowadays because it comes down to if you want me to do this and I'm supposed to pay the bills, pay the rent, a man normally don't have, if I'm in a position to do that, I don't have a problem doing that.
Mhm.
But then what they don't realize, and this is what I get out of that. What you don't realize is that back in the 1950s, 1960s, when the man did everything, the woman was just at home. There was more domestic violence. It just wasn't talked about because you know why? At the end of the day, it was just assumed that hey, he has the money. He controls it. Women didn't talk about it. They would cry, go in their rooms, be quiet. And I'm not saying it was right. But most of the time, when you see a situation where the man controls the money, he also controls the woman. Because I feel like I do have the right to tell you, hey, you can't wear that
Hmm.
because I'm supporting what you do. It's my money. It's my time. I'm going out here every day and making it so that you can be this stay-at-home princess.
Hmm.
So how dare you? And I don't think it's about the money. I think it's about the respect factor. Respect me enough not to have your ass shown.
Yeah.
Because men are very territorial. This is mine. So don't. That's why the women that have OnlyFans they getting upset because men are like, oh, you got an OnlyFans? Oh, I don't want to date you.
Huh. That's true
You're
though.
you're good enough to be my right. You're good enough to be my fuck whore. But when it comes down to me being serious, you really think I want somebody that everybody else done saw what I think is valuable to me?
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
Nah,
Top, it's on you.
right. You know what? Hey.
Oh, well, check this out. Check this out. See, I'm a different breed of nigga. I'm from nigga fight nigga. The thing is, I ain't never paid nobody else rent but my own. And if I choose you to come to my crib and I'm paying all the bills because that's how I get down, she gonna already know what I want. I ain't gonna have to tell her not to do this or not to wear that. Because before we hook up and lock in, shit. Well, you come into my crib, you gonna kick your shoes off at the door. You gonna cook and be quiet, you gonna suck dick and fuck.
You don't understand, and he's so for real. You
I
laughing at
can
him?
hear it. I
I,
can hear the
I've been I've
passion.
been married to my wife for 25 years. Ain't no divorce. She can't go no goddamn where. But in the room and sit down. I don't want to hear all that shit. You mad? Me too. Shit. You ran through all my goddamn money.
You're right.
Now I'm out here grinding for scratch. But as far as it's a respect factor thing
Yeah,
that nobody talks about. I say it and people take it the wrong way. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. She's supposed to do what the fuck he said because he said it. He's supposed to pay the motherfucking bills because that's what we supposed to do. You don't get brownie points for doing what you're supposed to do.
absolutely.
Now, I know we in this new time and era where boys and girls and all that old whole ass shit, but somewhere in the middle still stands true. And I say
Yes.
that truth that goes down.
Absolutely. It's on you, L.
Oh man,
Elsa.
golly. Okay.
Elsa. I don't know
But
if I can follow that.
no, because we always hear this, and the woman that you choose is a reflection of you.
Yeah.
So if you go pick a thought, you got to expect the thoughttheism. I'm finna create a new word, thoughttheism. So anything that comes beyond that point, that's what you chose.
Absolutely.
Anything beyond that point, she gonna respect it. That if you are the head of the household, a submission, all the old school stuff that we grew up with, they already understand that. The women who gets it, that the mature ones, meaning no, if you fall, I got you. Or
Absolutely.
yes, I understand that you are the head of the household and you taking care of this. I'm taking my step back because women gotta step up because men don't. They doing it by themselves. So when a man step in and do what he's supposed to do, I think automatically a woman is going to do it without even questioning. Hey, I'm not going to dress like that because my husband wouldn't like it. I'm gonna walk in front of him and see if he likes that or not. Yes, baby, I love what you look like, but that's showing a little bit too much cheek. Go change. You know what I'm saying? So it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But at the end of the day, it's what you are involved in, what you pick. So I think it's really on the person, the man. Bro, I ain't gonna go
And
out there and,
so,
and you
so
know
let me
and
go
change
ahead.
it.
I'm sorry.
No, you
Right.
good.
So let me ask y'all this question on that topic.
Mm.
You say it's on the man and who he picks. So do you think that's the biggest reason why women are going around and dressing the way they're dressing now? Because some of these men nowadays, like Top said, this new generation, they want to have naked women. They want you to show you
Hey,
off in front of everybody else. They want them to
excuse,
see. Go ahead.
excuse me, bro. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. The problem is nobody is talking about the elephant in the room. Y'all saying you choose this, you choose that. That's where you fuck up. Hoes choose the nigga. Niggas don't choose the hoes. We run through the hoes. Now the one that's for you is gonna be for you.
I
Y'all cut
got,
that shit out. Quit playing with me.
Somebody got to choose Somebody got to choose
but
somebody.
what I
No,
okay.
I'm
So
talking about
so
the rules of life. I ain't talking about this fucked up shit we going through. I'm talking about the rules of life.
Well, that's why I'm saying top. So whether it's him, her choose, or we choose, right? So I'll take what you said. She chose you, so you went on and adapted and said yes. But if she came to you in that skinny dress, how dare you try to change her? Is what most women
Exactly.
say. If she came to you with her ass out and you accepted it, why does she have to change because she's with you now? Answer that, because that's what women are saying. If you chose me this, if I got with you and I was this way,
Yeah.
why do I have to change? But the
Because
argument behind that is what Top said. Now that we're together, it's a respect factor.
That's it.
When you're single, if you want to be single, go be single.
Yeah.
Dress however you want. You want to put your boobs out, you want to have your titties out. But when we walk into this relationship, because men don't have, okay, now I can't say this now, but back in the days, men never, you would never know a man's figure. The clothes are so tight now that that's all they show off.
Okay. Okay.
But back in the days, we had real men jeans and real men shirts and real men. You
the,
didn't know.
pro- the problem, one of the problems with it is you can't make a hoe a housewife. You say what you choose. You know, you attract whatever you put out. Now we
Right.
are the
And we
hunter.
said that.
We hunt them. Now, when we put it down the right way, niggas say, oh man, then they gonna choose you.
Right. You
I
got it.
agree. I agree. I agree 100%. You know,
So
and look, we are men. I'm not even gonna try to bypass what we. Yeah, we like to look at, but I don't think that's something that we want to bring home and say, I want to wifey you because you look
that
like
part,
that.
that part,
I'm not doing all that. You like
that's
And
right.
come
That's
on
and
now.
right.
that's the point I was getting at was that most of the time those aren't the ones that we wife up.
Right, right.
True that. True that.
Because you will see a dude. I got homeboys that I never saw them with nothing but baddies, but the person they married looked nothing like the person they used to date.
Wow,
Well,
wow.
But you know,
the person I am was yesterday is not the person I am today. If I'm
I said-
growing every day and going forward,
and that
life,
was
life be life in everybody.
my point. Talk that was my point. So I thank you. That's how I know you, my brother, and you know how
Yeah.
I think. At the end of the day, It's life. You think because we look at it from a childish point of view.
Right.
That's right.
From the time we start dating, everyone looks at it from a childish point of view. I'm gonna put this makeup on and put this on. But by the time you grow up and you actually go through some things in life, a man from a man's point of view, I can't speak on a woman because I'm not a woman, never been one, don't want to be one. But from a man's point of view, by the time you get to a certain age, you want that person that if I come home and I'm hurting, I ain't gotta say nothing. You gonna automatically know.
And then
If
and then
I
and,
had
and
a
then,
rough
and then
day,
you
if
just
I
tell a
had this,
story. You just told us a story about the guy that was sitting in this car that wanted peace. Do you know how much of a
yeah.
factor peace
And
is today, man? I'm talking about if I go
to,
home beaten, getting beat up by the world, and I'm telling you that was it hit home. That story hit home because I was one of the guys that did that. I would finish my route and stay in my car or stay at a bar till 7 o'clock because I didn't want to go home. Man, that shit is horrible. That's the
Man,
yeah,
horrible. Man, I'm telling you now.
yeah,
Doc, you know all this before you even get into that. If that woman's going to bring you peace or not. And my
that's
thing
right.
is, I am not going into another situation not knowing that my future wife, my significant other, or that person that I call mine is not going to give me peace. Peace is out. That's respect, peace for a man. That's everything. That's
Yes, it
everything.
those
is.
are the two major things. We
Fade,
love
fade, all that shit go away. I want to marry my best friend that give me peace and respect, dog. I'm sorry. That's it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where I'm at. And a lot I tell a lot of people, and people are like, "Man, you post your wife almost every other day because that's my best friend.
It is.
I don't go nowhere. I don't go hang out. You ain't never called me top, and I was like, oh, I'm out hanging out with so and so. I got friends down here that be like, bro, we don't even see you no more,
Yeah.
and you not
That's what
my wife.
that's life, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's man.
Because all I'm gonna do is come hang out with y'all and thinking and wondering what she doing. So I'm at the bar with y'all, texting her like, "Hey, what you doing?" I might well be
Let
at
me see.
home.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Why you going to the bathroom? That ain't the time you need to go. But now
But
I
also, do you think that trust factors play a lot into that conversation that she was having? Because here's the thing, and I say this a lot. A lot of people, and I said it before on this, I said it before. A lot of people go into the show, go into a relationship by having one encounter. That encounter leads to sex. Then they start calling each other every day. They're around each other every day, and after that, a whole 4 weeks and the newness wear off. The red flags start to come up, but we bypass them because we're like, but I really like her, and the sex is great, and this isn't great. Well,
right.
then they go and get married, and then the kids grow up, and you roll over one day and you look at that motherfucker and you say, "Huh?
That's
Now what we do?"
tough, man. Yeah, you. I mean, you said it. You said it on the show before. You was like, man, when I married mine, it was like we never got married because it was just it was just a typical day. We just happened to make that one special day.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you married your best friend, so it was like that's just another day because we live like this anyway. This is how
yeah.
we just going
I
right
said
back
that.
to it.
Yeah, I said that on a Big Fella show. I
Yeah,
said, I'm tired of everybody asking me, how does it feel to be married? I'm like, well, it feels the same as we did before we had the wedding.
right,
Like I
right.
got up, I still had to pay bills. I still had to make sure she was okay. I still had to go fill the gas in the car up. I
Yeah,
still had to do the yard work. I still had to take the trash out.
yeah,
All I did was put a ring on my finger. That's the
Yeah,
only. And
yeah, Jason, but you're disrespecting the marriage. Yeah, it's different, and you know it's different. And it's different because she yours. She legally yours. She legally your responsibility. That's what they mean when they say, how does it feel? Because y'all going through it don't mean you got to do it. At any time, you can just turn around and walk out. But
yeah,
when you get married, when a man finds a wife, it's a good thing. That's what's different. You know it's different. Say it.
yeah.
Yeah.
well, see, I heard my brother chastise me on the air.
Yeah.
I guess at
No,
the
I'm
end of the day,
sorry. I just want you to. They want to know how it feels to say, yeah, it's all right for some God to belong to me, for me to have some
oh yeah,
responsibility
but
of
I don't
mine
deny.
at
Okay, so I
all
then if
times.
that's the case, then I don't I speak that I say that I be like it's the only difference is now I belong to her. And I can't. I say that. I tell people that all the time. Now I'm hers. She can't get rid of me if she wanted to. We get into a fight, it ain't no leaving the house. I go sit in
Yeah,
my ass in another room. You go sit your ass in another room. And when we decide to talk, we talk. When we
yeah.
decide to, but we ain't walking out these doors. So that's where that comes from, and that's why I wanted that video to play because
That part.
Man,
that,
do y'all understand how big that is when it comes to the percentage of divorce and why people
Yeah.
just don't want to hang in there when they get tough?
yeah,
That's
Well,
just
see,
it.
life is full of ups and downs, and
Yeah,
so
man.
and see whether we together or not, we both gonna be going through ups and downs.
Yep.
So at some point, are you the person that I want to be with every day, when I'm up and when I'm down,
Yep.
and
Yep.
vice versa? Now,
Yeah.
see, a
That's
man
it.
gets a soulmate, but we have to choose wisely. When cause we are the hunters. You can line 10 naked women around the house and give them each $20,000 and put four niggas in the middle and say, go fuck who you want. And
Hmm.
that broad gonna go pay one nigga and fuck him. Cause she done saw what she wanted. Now you do the opposite with men. We gonna try to fuck everything moving.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I can look. Usually I have a comeback on that one, but not this
No,
time.
no, no. I'm just saying it's so sad. Me personally, I'm an old school nigga. I just think they should outlaw marriage. These motherfuckers don't. We not raising these little girls to be wives, and we not raising these little boys to be husbands. And until they see it, they don't think they can be it. They see social media influencers. You can ask every youngster in school, say what you gonna be, a social media influencer. But you
yep,
flunking 4 out of your 7 classes. It don't matter.
absolutely.
Wow.
I got Google. I got AI.
Chat GBT. Yeah, they got everything. Nah, you hit that dead on the head, Doc. Yeah, it's pitiful to say, but social media is really kind of destroying any kind of future dealings with relationships today because they thinking that grass is greener when they don't realize it took them 40 times to get that one picture, or make that real, and then they go into hell. That like as soon as they get off that reel, they getting their ass whooped. But
That's right.
they made it seem like that damn video that one time everything about their marriage is glitz and glamour.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So man, it's tough to say what social media is doing, but at the end of the day, man, it ain't helping. It ain't helping this world, Doc. I promise you.
Well, we got too many ignorant ass people dealing with social media. And when I say ignorant, I mean not knowing. People don't even know that somebody in Nebraska is watching this. They ain't clicked like, but they watching.
Yeah,
Somebody
Yeah,
in California going through
yeah,
something and they need a uplifting. Why come we not talking and trying to uplift each other? We don't even understand the power of our voices and our experiences, like you was talking about with your book. Man, I
right,
rebounded. Shit, they told me down, but God got me here. I'm
yeah, man.
still going forward, 10
Yeah,
toes down. We have to
already.
be careful, man. The people that control the media control the narrative of the stories.
Yeah,
Now, with this little broad, she know better shit than that. And all he had to do was have a spine, and she wouldn't have done that. See, the
right.
problem is people treat you the way you allow them to treat you.
hmm.
I'm gonna say that again. A
Absolutely.
woman knows the difference between being a woman and a hoe, but she know we all like that hoe, man.
And look, you said that part. I wish people would get this part because we said picking. Okay, we know our lady is classy. We know she dressed classy, but let's be honest, we still want a freak in the sheets.
That's
Stop
right.
playing. Stop acting like we don't like the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whoever can come with, no, but don't go out and pick a hoe. That means she don't even know what to cook a meal. She don't know what a goddamn what reality of life is in the house.
Well, see,
Right.
a woman's job though, a woman's job is to be her man's hoe. His side piece, his best friend, his queen,
Exactly.
his
Yeah,
everything. See,
So
but see, we have too many women out here that are hoeing, and it fucks up the relationship, the whole communication in it. See,
yeah,
your woman is your everything.
right.
If you want some head, you get some head. You want some ass, you get some ass. You want some pussy, you get some pussy. You want to stand up, we stand up. You want me to ride, I ride. But that's just part of the relationship.
Yeah.
Yes,
So now,
absolutely.
now
So
they put a value on the pussy. Now you got to pay for the pussy. Now you got to pay for this. Pay for what? I'm the one doing all the goddamn work.
so with that note, I want to bring on this other video, guys, and I want to see what your thoughts are on this because this is I think this ties into what you just said. So
Black women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally train crash outs. All of their ideology is backwards, and everything that they believe in is dysfunctional. These are the defenders of the dysfunction and the chaos. They encourage it. And you know that because look at Texie Red. They allow her to sell booty hole brown and gonorrhea lip glosses. Disgusting. And then they get all these degrees to still come out broke, alone, and in debt. Not to mention they let the government convince them to destroy their children and to go against the very men that are put here to protect them. And this is why they fall for every scam that the government push. Feminism, abortion, birth control. They even fail for the scam that they're the smartest group in America. You are not the most educated. You are the most indoctrinated. Congratulations. And you talk so much about your degrees, and black men still make more money than you and raise better children than you. Amazing. And you know what? The solution is just very simple. Bow out and let black men lead. Simple.
so what do y'all think about that?
Man. You got to look at it for what it's worth. Is that considered a social media thing, or is that a reality?
No, that's a black woman that's speaking
That's
her
what I'm
truth.
saying.
That's a black so you can't be mad because that's coming from a black woman stating what she knows about black women. At
Wow.
the end of the day, let's be real. You get on social media 85% of the time, who's on there crashing out?
Hmm.
My sister.
You get on, you hear conversation about how bad black men are. Who's the main people saying it?
My
Damn,
sister.
that's tough, dog.
She's telling the truth. And it's sad because you run across these women and black women are like, I got this degree, I got that degree. It's black women saying, if you gonna come at me, you better have this, and this, and this. You don't see no other races doing this.
No, but see, they overvalue their pussy. You got hoes as baby mamas and divorced and got kids and shit, but they think a man is supposed to step in and just take care of all this. See, it takes
And
a certain kind of fella to be a stepdaddy.
right. And but the thing that I hear all the time is that a stepdad is a useless job
Whew.
because you're not going to get the reward. They're still going to call their dad. They're still going to go to their mom. But I haven't seen any of that because I done had stepkids and they still, even after me and their mom broke up or we went our separate ways, they still give me my flowers.
You know why? Because kids know bullshit when they see it.
Right. So like my brother said, you have to be a certain kind of man. You have to be willing to look at those kids like they're yours and not like, oh, this is my stepson, so I don't have to go above and beyond. If you live in my house, if I have to be responsible for you 24 hours a day, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna tell you to clean up. I'm gonna make sure you respect your mom. And I've been in situations. I'll tell y'all a story. I was dating somebody out of Killeen, Texas, and she was a postmaster. And her ex-husband, followed her from Denver to Killeen, Fort
Jesus.
Hood to be exact. He moved down there. When I met her, I'm going back and forth from my house in Dallas to her house. So when I would be there, her son would always be like, "You're not my dad." Okay, I don't care. But one day I threw a Jeezy concert in Tyler, Texas. This was 2014. And I had to go to Tyler, Texas, and I'm down there. At 2 in the morning, instead of me getting a hotel, I ended up racing back to Killeen because she told me that her son cussed her out. Y'all, when I tell y'all I came in that house, I flipped that bed, I drug everything out that room. Only thing I left in there was the raggedy clothes his dad bought him. He goes to call his dad who lived in an apartment building not too far away from his mom. The dad comes to the door and he has this thing he got off of Wikipedia. He's reading it to me like, "You don't have permission to hit my kid. I'm gonna call the police." I said, "Listen, the law says if the mom gives me permission to discipline, then I can discipline. I don't need both y'all consent. I just need the one person's consent that I'm with."
Mm.
And so he goes, he's like, "Man, I'll whoop your ass." And then the son gets Billy Badass, and we all in the front yard fighting. I whooped both their asses, turned around, grabbed all his shit, threw his shit out, and hey, you want to be with your dad, but you're not going to disrespect your mom and all that she does for you. Go live with your dad. Y'all, when he got over there, and he realized my dad don't keep food in the icebox. There's hardly anything to eat. I don't get my own room because my dad lives in a 1 bedroom apartment, so I'm sleeping on the couch.
Wow.
When he saw all that luxury that a mom provides is gone, was gone, that's when he was calling, crying. "I'm sorry, mom. Can I just come home?" No, you don't mean it. You just got over there and saw that your dad can't buy you clothes the way your mom can because your dad is barely working.
Mm.
That's where I get the argument of I hate when people say, "You don't touch my child." If then we can't date
That's a fight.
because I'm not gonna be in a house with a child that feel like he can tell me what to do.
Wow. Yeah, and I think it was one of them stories. You remember we talked about that before when the guy raised the baby up. That the dad was a deadbeat, and then when it was time for her to get married, she wanted
Uh-huh.
her biological father to walk her down the aisle. Had
Yep.
never been in her life the whole time. He said, "Man, I paid for the wedding. This is a stepdad. I paid for the wedding. I paid for the house that she lived in, and all of that." And that woman and that little girl wanted the biological father. Man, that's tough, dog.
Absolutely. But I hate this new message that brings out that now men are starting to jump into this old gossiping field like women and it's nothing to be a stepdad is a useless job. Why would you take on that role? Because it's kids that need a dad that if you like their mom, don't like my mom if you don't want to take on that role. Go
True.
find somebody else to play with.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that's all I'm saying. But guys, we're coming up on the close of the show. Y'all want to give y'all shout outs, give y'all where they can reach y'all at. But those are the things top I told you I've been itching to talk about because
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk about Iran and Israel because y'all see that every day. Even though I do got a video showing that the video says we teach while y'all teaching y'all kids how to be gay and that it's okay to be a girl or a boy, Israel and Iran are teaching their kids how to shoot guns. And they show the video how they're training them on how to shoot and defend themselves.
Wow.
No doubt.
Wow.
Crazy, right? But I'm gonna say that for next show though.
Well, look, I'm the guest on this one. So again, I'm gonna throw back the book again. Y'all go cop the book, man, on Amazon. Uh, click the link in my bios on, of course, TikTok, IG, and Facebook, man. And man, I enjoyed the show with you, Jay. Appreciate you inviting me on to talk about it, Doc. Look forward to many more business ventures with you. So don't forget your boy.
No problem, man. I appreciate you coming on. Go
All right.
ahead, talk.
Man, we appreciate you, Big L, for coming
Appreciate
out
your time.
talking with us. You know what I'm saying? It's like my brother be throwing these shows out and talking that crazy shit, but
I don't know. That's you. I think that was you. I think that was you this time.
no, my brother be, he know how to push my buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
He
all you
got
gotta do is talk then. If that's the case, because it don't take much.
but goddamn though, my brother be on that shit, man. But that's all right. He got the same training ball I got now. So we gonna roll together. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I hope to get on y'all chain and ball game. Goddamn it! But look, I want to be chained and balled up. I'm gonna find me. I got it. I've got it.
All
Go
good,
ahead.
man.
Go ahead,
I
top.
appreciate Nostalgic Radio, man. Everybody who was rocking with us, you know what I'm saying? Wood, I feel you, baby. You chimed in. I saw you in there listening to us, but Jesus got me spoiled and I'm highly favored. So from
Already.
Lonnie B and Lay George, boy, I'ma holler at you. Yeah, sir. Tomorrow, 7 to 9.
All right, y'all. All right, man. It's been so great having everybody on. Shout out to Queen V for coming to visit your boy today. I'll see you on Wednesday. And shout out to Larry for my big L for coming through and giving us the book and showing us what to do, guys. I just want to make this last statement, man. Remember, life is about choices, and sometimes we have to understand the choices that you make are not always dictated by you. They're either your parents, your friends, the things you come by, and sometimes even strangers will make an impact on you that will make you move in a different direction. So understand that before you go and play victim. Always sit back and accept the role that you did in causing your own downfall. And with that, I'm gonna say thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Jayson Dixon, man. I'll see y'all next Monday. Well, we do got a DJ battle, a bunch of DJs coming on, man. It's gonna be a nice show. So if you're in Louisiana, you want to tune in. All right, y'all. Holla at your boy.
Let me see you go back.
party at the Yellow House, yell it out, invites only, don't tell no slouch. How you feel around some made cats, Philly on chill, laid back with the Alizé, Millie's Brazil, conversating like some more pimps caught in the mix. Wasn't taught shit, stressed out, supporting your bitch. Let the ice shine, easing my mind with white wine, short lifeline, squeezing my nine the right time. Camouflage life, as almost bagged the guard twice. Bizarre nights, move on the brace of a large light. All I'm on white, feeling like Christ with the army tight. Cons be right, knowing my life is based upon a hype. Burning incense with intense, the school of infants, the rules are different. So for those that choose to listen, it's a dice game. Never know, plans might change. Stay in your price range, far from the stress of night pains. Champagne, we won't go there. Bottles popping in the air. Feel not there for you, truly care for you. Maybe my love was just too much. Could've had a good night, love is gone. Now we're back to your head with the 5411s on. Cause unless you with the fine does he make you wanna scream his name? Does he hit it from the front to back? Did you let him break it down like that? Should've told me the love was gone. Told me, baby. VIP, no more dough, we can't even get it.
You are on my mind. You are on my mind. You are on my mind. You are on my mind.
Every little thing I do, you're on my mind. Every little thing I do, you're on my mind. Yeah, well, can't you see what you do to me? I think about you all the time. My mind is hazy and I'm mixed up, feeling crazy over you. Let's not waste any time. Every little thing I do, every little thing I do. Every little thing I do. Oh yeah.
I went from Ellie Hansons to many mansions. The girls in the Aruba doing belly dancing. Spent half of my advancing, jars from Branson to make it through my circumstances. But you know I'm wiser now, move like Kaiser now. Got a butter soft leather just to hide my pound. Got a house in the valley, come and find me now. Got enough dough to buy the town, so I might give a 6 to my chick, Benz to my mom's. Crib so big it look like the Synagogue. Give her a couch just to spill Henny on. And been a don since Lotto's and Benetton. Come on.
Some people say that I'm not the same girl. They say I think that I'm in my own world. What makes them think that I have changed? Yeah. A little joke and not erase my problems. You like you, I have to try and solve them. Yes, everything is quite the same. Whoa, I'm just trying to be me. Do what I gotta do. People think that I'm just sitting on somewhere, sitting on top of the world. People think that I'm sitting on top of the world. Oh yeah, yeah. Sitting on top of the
my niggas be rolling, even on you and your homies. The very first day of summer, all grown out in a Hummer, baby. Hit the park and parlay. Hope that you walk this way, 'cause you and your girls wanna ride. Play all day, puff on the line. Say what, say what, say what. You know that I like it, baby. Ooh, girl, you know what's up, and you know what I need. Ooh, say what, say what, say what. You know that I'm about it, baby. Girl, you know what's up. You know what's up. Baby.
All this love waiting just for you. I just gotta know that your love is true. Can't keep running, boy, in and out my life. Wanna be your girl, not 'cause the mood is right. If I let you come inside tomorrow, will you hide? Will you be there for me when I need someone to hold? Baby, don't misunderstand. I do want you for my man. I just need a little time before I invest my love. Don't walk away, boy. Don't walk away. My love won't hurt you. No, no, don't walk away, boy. I'll be right there.
That you wanna check on me every time you see. Do you remember when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then. Do you remember how it all began? It just seemed like heaven, so I did it. Do you remember back in the fall when we again up in the road long? Do you remember us holding hands? Remember we just others eyes we stared. Remember the time we fell in love. You remember the time we first met, girl. Remember the time we fell in love. Do you remember the time? Do you remember how we used to talk? No, we'd stay on the phone at night till dawn. Dog, she got me doing things I'll never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you.
Oh my God, Armani.
Got me doing things I'll never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you. I'm wrong. She got me doing things I'll never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you. Ooh, she got me doing the dishes. Anything she want for some kisses. I'm cooking for her when she gets hungry. All she doing is acting like she want me. She cutting off all my homies, even all of my other ronies. She ain't even my main lady. See, I've been thinking about it lately. Man, she really don't deserve me. All she wanna do is hurt me. So I gotta get away from her. But now I'm leaving quickly before she come and try to get me. And I'm taking everything with me. But it all come down to how strong. No, she got and I'm telling you,
Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserve good fame. This for the diamonds, a head full of rain. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. A baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah. Listen, your true beauty's description looks so good that it hurts. You're a dime plus 99, and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go, they stop and stare, cause you're bad and it shows. From your head to your toes, out of control. Baby, you know. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserves good things. This for the diamonds, a handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Oh, baby, good love and protection. Oh, make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be.
my sexy love. So sexy. She makes the hands on the back of my neck stand up. Just one touch, and I erupt like a volcano and cover up with my love. Baby girl, you make me say, and I just can't think of anything else I'd rather do than to hear you sing, sing my day the way you do. Oh, when we do our thing, when we do the things we do. Baby girl, you make me say, sexy love, do the things you do. Oh, baby, baby, keep me sprung, keep me running back to you. Oh, baby, I love, making love to you. Baby girl, you know you're mine. Sexy love.
Young Chuck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, she snapping. Yeah, snap your fingers, let me stare. You can do it all by yourself, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. Convict music, nappy boy. I know the club goes at 3. What's the chances of you rolling with me? Back to the crib, show you how I live. Let's get drunk, forget what we did. Come buy you a drink. I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank. I be in the great Cadillac. We in the bed like we in the bed like let's get gone, walking out. Now walk it out, think about it. Oh, stop. Now rock, 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 rock. You can do it all by yourself. Let's get gone, walk it out. Now walk it out, think about it. Oh, stop. Now rock, 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 rock. You can do it all by yourself. Come buy your drink. I'ma take it home with me. I got money in the bank.
about 5 minutes ago when I seen the hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give her game proper, spit it so she get it. There she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time, she's out the door, I gotta go for mine. I think I'll say, yo, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. Oh, yeah. And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, yo, I know you're trying to leave, but excuse me, miss. I saved the last dance for you. How I love to keep you here with me, yo, baby. Now, so they grab hold of my hand and let's pretend the flow is ours. You say you don't really dance. Don't worry about it, we just 1-2 step. 1-2 step. Now if the music is moving too fast, grab my hand a little tighter. Don't be afraid to move a little closer. Girl, there's something about you that makes me wanna say, yeah. I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. Ooh. I saw you from across the room. And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me wanna say, yeah. I know you're trying to leave, but excuse me, miss. I saved the last dance for you. How I love to keep you here with me, yo, baby. I think I'll say, yeah. I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say, yeah. I know you're trying to leave, but excuse me, miss. I saved the last dance for you. How I love to keep you here with me, yo, baby. Stop. The way you mend it, the way you move that girl, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. Girl, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just want you. So let's dip up out of here. Let's dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you. I'll admit it, this just ain't no game, this just ain't words that I'm speeding. If you could see the thoughts that's in my head, I'm tripping, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. Wanna see what it do? Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's step up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just want you. So let's dip up out of here. Let's dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you.
Yeah, broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club. Put on a fresh white suit and a mini coupe, sitting on dubs. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love. If you know what I mean. Everybody jocking me as soon as I stepped in the spot. 200 bitches in the building, ain't none of them hot. Except for this pretty young thing that was working all the way at the top. Shouted, what is her name? Ooh, she made us drinks to drink. We drunk and got drunk, and man, I think she thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink, I winked back, and then I think that we hit it off something proper like. I like the bartender. Ooh, if you're looking for me, I'm at the bar with her. Okay, I like the bartender. Yeah, if you're looking for me, I'm at the bar with her. Okay, we
they told y'all don't bring them in the club. Way she rock that got the boy in love. And I pray that y'all ain't serious, cause seriously she's on my dick. Mama so hood, little mama stay fly. White feeder with the denim, she keep the meals on high. Man, look at shawty roll. Man, look at shawty go. I'm sorry I got it in for your girlfriend. She call niggas to her head, tryna call her whatever. She like, fuck that nigga. She dropping down to the floor. I'm like, shawty, you should go, but she like, fuck that nigga.
I see you whining and grinding up on that pole. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I wanna love you.
Oh my God,
Already
Armani.
know I wanna love you. You already know. I see you whining and grinding up on the floor. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I wanna love you. You already know I wanna love you. You already know. Shorty, I can see you ain't lonely. Handful of niggas and they all got cheese. So you're looking at me now, what it's gonna be? Just another tease far as I can see. Trying to get you up out this club. If it means spending a couple dubs, throwing about 30 stacks in the back, make it rain like that. Cause I'm far from a scrub. And you know my pedigree. Ex-dealer used to move amphetamines. Girl, I spend money like it don't mean nothing. And besides, I got a thing for you. I see you whining and grinding up on the floor. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I wanna love you. You already know I wanna love you. You already know. I see you whining and grinding up on the floor.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built
a...